Hello everyone, this video lecture is on the subject Information Theory and Coding. In this class, we shall see few problems on Markov's model. First problem, the state diagram of Markov source is shown below. Find the entropy of the source, that is H, and then find G1, G2, G3 and show that G1 is greater than G2 greater than G3 H. So what is the first part of the question? Is nothing but finding the entropy of the source. Entropy of the source H is nothing but summation of Pi into Hi, where Pi are nothing but state probabilities. So how many states are there in this particular diagram? Is you have two states. So we need to find what is P of 1 and what is P of 2. Then what is Hi? Hi's are nothing but the state entropies. So what is the state entropies here? How many states are there? We have two states. So what is H1 and what is H2 is nothing but your state entropy. So once we find the state probabilities and state entropies, we can find the source entropy H. Second part is nothing but G1, G2 and G3. So we know that Gn is nothing but 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to q P of mi into log of 1 by P of mi. So these P of mi's are nothing but probabilities of message at that interval of time. So G1 is nothing but your first interval entropy. Or it is nothing but the entropy for one symbol, that is, for example here it is for x, y and z. Similarly G2 is nothing but for second probability interval, that is we can say it is for xx, xy and so on, is nothing but G2. Then G3 is nothing but the entropies for three symbol intervals. Say it is for xxx, xy, z and so on. So in order to find this G1, G2 and G3, we need to write the tree diagram, which I will explain when solving the problem. To find the state probabilities, okay, what we need to write is we need to write the state equation. So what are state equation now? From the state diagram we can write P of 1 is equal to 2 by 3 times P of 1 plus 1 by 4 times P of 2. So this is your first equation for state 1. Second equation, that is P of 2 will be equal to 3 by 4 times P of 2 plus 1 by 3 times P of 1. So this is second equation. Now we need to solve these two equations. So from 1 what we can write is, from equation 1 we can write 1 by 3 times P of 1 is equal to 1 by 4 times P of 2, or we can write P of 1 is equal to 3 by 4 times P of 2. Okay, so let this be equation number 3. Now we know that the summation of probabilities P of 1 plus P of 2 should be equal to 1. So we'll substitute this equation number 3 here. So P of 1 is 3 by 4 times P of 2 plus P of 2 will be P of 2 will be equal to 1. After simplification we can get P of 2 will be equal to 4 by 7. So this will be the state probability for state 2. Next, we know that P of 1 is 1 by 4 times P of 2. So once we substitute this, we'll get P of 1, we'll substitute this in equation 3, that is this particular equation here, equation 3, we are going to get 3 by 4 into P of 2 is 4 by 7. So once we substitute, what will we get? We'll get P of 1, which will be equal to 3 by 7 after the substitution. So we have got the state probabilities now. Next, to find the state entropies, we need to refer the state diagram. So state entropies here is given by the formula Hi is equal to summation J is equal to 1 to 2 Pij into log 1 by Pij. So this is the formula. So we have two states. First we'll find for H1. H1 will be equal to summation J is equal to 1 to 2 P1J log 1 by P1J. So it is equal to, we'll substitute the value of J. So we'll get P11 log 1 by P11 plus P12 into log 1 by P12. So we'll substitute what is P11 here. It is nothing but probability of state going from 1 to 1, which is 2 by 3 in this particular diagram. So we'll substitute 2 by 3 log 3 by 2 plus P12, that is the probability of state going from 1 to 2, which is 1 by 3. So we'll substitute that P12 as 1 by 3 log 3. After substitution, we are going to get H1 is equal to the base 2 you substitute and find the answer. You are going to get H1 is equal to 0.9183 bits per message symbol. So this is your state entropy for state 1. Similarly, from the equation of your Hi given by this, we can write H2 is equal to P21 log 1 by P21 plus P22 log 1 by P22. We'll substitute the value. P21 is probability of state going from 2 to 1, which is 1 by 4 here. 1 by 4 log 4. P22 is nothing but probability of state going from 2 to 2. In this diagram it is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 into log 4 by 3. So what we are going to get H2 as is, after substitution we'll get it as 0.8113 bits per message symbol. Okay, so now we have got the state probabilities P1, P2, state entropies H1, H2. Therefore, we can write entropy of the source, which is H, given by H is equal to summation Pi into Hi, that is nothing but probability of state 1 into H1 plus probability of state 2 into entropy of second state. So we'll substitute P1 is 3 by 7 and H1 is 0.9183 plus P2 is 4 by 7 and H2 is 0.8113. So what is H we are going to get after substitution? Just do it in the calci. See what answer you are going to get. You will get H is equal to 0.8572 bits per message symbol. So this is the value of. Yes, next you have to draw the complete code tree for this given particular problem. So I'll just explain for drawing it for state 1. You can do it for state 2 and complete the graph. So first is you need to draw the two states. So since you have two states, we'll write state 1 and state 2. Next, we know that the state 1 will be going from 1 to 1 and from 1 to 2. So we can write a tree diagram like this. Okay, from state 1 to 1 and from state 1 to state 2. Similarly, this state 2 will be going from 2 to 1 and from 2 to 2. Continue this tree, because at first interval of time we'll have only the symbol x generated. We want the next interval for two symbol intervals. So state 1 will be going from 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Similarly, this state will be going from 2 to 1 and 2 to 2. Similarly, this state will go from 1 to 1 and from 1 to 2. State 2 will go from 2 to 1 and from 2 to 2. So this will be for the second interval. Continue this state diagram. It will go from state 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Then this state will go from 2 to 1, 2 to 1 here. Then from 2 to 2. This state 1 will be going from state 1 to 1, 1 to 2. This state will go from 2 to 1, 2 to 2. Similarly, this will go from 1 to 1, 1 to 2. This will go from 2 to 1, 2 to 2. This will go from 1 to 1, 1 to 2. This will go from 2 to 1 and from 2 to 2. Next, once you complete this for the three intervals, what you need to do is you need to write the probability values along the graph. Now, how to write the probability values? So here we know that initial probability P of 1, we have solved it and we have got it as 3 by 7. Similarly, we have got initial state probability P of 2, which is nothing but 4 by 7. Next, we'll write from 1 to 1 what is the value of probability along this graph. So it is 2 by 3. Then from 1 to 2, it is 1 by 3 from the state diagram here. Then from 2 to 1, okay, from 2 to 1 it is 1 by 4 in the state diagram. We'll write it as 1 by 4. Then from 2 to 2 it is 3 by 4. So this will complete your first graph. Then similarly we'll continue 1 to 1 it is 2 by 3. It is going to repeat. From 1 to 2 it is 1 by 3. Then from here 2 to 1 it is 1 by 4. Then from 2 to 2 it is 3 by 4. Similarly, this 1 to 1 it will be 2 by 3. Then 1 to 2 it is 1 by 3. 2 to 1 it is 1 by 4. 2 to 2 it is 3 by 4. Similarly, do it for this particular graph also. I will do it only for the first state. So this will be 2 by 3. This is 1 by 3. This is 1 by 4. This is 3 by 4. It is going to repeat here. So this will be 2 by 3, 1 by 3. This will be 1 by 4. This will be 3 by 4. This is how we are going to write the state probability. Please continue it for the remaining graph also. Next, how to define the symbols here. So once we got the state as 1, we don't have any symbol generated. During the first interval of time, when it goes from 1 to 1 in this diagram, we are going to get the symbol as x. So we'll write the symbol here as x. The next one is nothing but symbol from 1 to 2. When it is going, you are going to get the symbol z. Then from 2 to 1 you are going to get the symbol as z. Similarly, from 2 to 2 when it is going, you are going to get the symbol as y. So these are the symbols generated for 1 to 1 transition. Next, when it goes from 1 to 1, already we have x symbol. So we are going to get the symbol as x and x. Here we are going to get from 1 to 2, x is already present. Next interval of time, we are going to get x and z. Then next we are going to get z is already present. Then from 2 to 1 when it is going, which symbol we are going to get? We are going to get it as z itself. So we are going to get zz symbol. Then we are going to get zy. Then next we are going to get zx. Then z, and from 1 to 2 is z, right? So we are going to get zz. Then we are going to get y and z. Then the last one here in the second interval of time we are going to get the symbol as y and y. Okay, so these are the symbol intervals for second interval of time. Next time what we are going to get, x is already present, then from 1 to 1 when it is going, we are going to get again the symbol x. So x, then we are going to get xx z, then next we are going to get x z z. Okay, so next we are going to get x z y, then here we are going to get zz and x, then we are going to get zzz, next we are going to get zy z, then zy y. Here at this interval of time we are going to get the symbol as z x x, next we'll get z x z, here we'll get the symbol as z z z, here we'll get the symbol as z z y. Here the next interval, here we are going to get the symbol interval as y z and x, then here we'll get y z and z. The next one we are going to get it as y y z, and the last one will get y y and y. So we will get this symbol interval at first interval of time as x z z and y. The next interval we are going to get these symbols. Okay, now how to find the probability now? Okay, so I'll tell it for this first duration here. So we have first symbol interval probability as this 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. So we can write P of x is equal to 3 by 7, that is initial probability, into 2 by 3. So it comes to around 5 by 21. Similarly, what is P of y here? So P of y is nothing but it is here. So here we can write it as 4 by 7 into 3 by 4. So we'll get P of y is equal to how much we'll get? We'll get 3 by 7. Correct. So next, yeah, here we'll get, I think here this is wrong. We'll get 3 by 7 into 2 by 3. So this 3 and this 3 gets cancelled. So we can write this as 2 by 20, 2 by 7. Okay, so you have got P of x as 2 by 7. I'm sorry. Okay, next P of z. Now to find P of z, we have two values here. One here on for state 1, one for this. We need to add this probability now. So it is 3 by 7 into 1 by 3 plus 4 by 7 into 1 by 4. So if the symbols are repeated, we need to add those probability along the graph. So this 3 gets cancelled. So we'll get 1 by 7 plus again we have 1 by 7. So we'll get this value of P of z equal to 2 by 7. So these are the probability values for your P of x, which is 2 by 7. Okay, P of x is 2 by 7, P of y is 3 by 7, and P of z will be 2 by 7. Yeah, now we have got the state probabilities for the symbol interval P of x, which is equal to, we got it as P of x is equal to 2 by 7, P of y we got it as 3 by 7, and P of z we got it as 2 by 7. So now we can find G1, which is equal to 1 by 1 summation, that is for I is equal to x, y and z, that is 3 symbol here. Okay, x is equal to y to z, P of mi into log 1 by P of mi. So if you substitute all these probabilities, that is P of x, P of y and P of z, you are going to get G1 equal to 1.557 bits per message symbol. So this will be your G of 1. Next, to find G of 2, we need to find all the two symbol interval probabilities. So to do that, just refer your code tree, draw it very neatly. Okay, we'll find what is P of xx, that is we have to come up till this two interval probability. So initial probability is 3 by 7 into, we have got the next symbol probability is 2 by 3 into your 2 by 3. So you are going to get Pxx is equal to 4 by 21 from your tree diagram. Similarly, Pxz will be equal to 3 by 7 into 2 by 3 into 1 by 3, which is equal to 2 by 21. Similarly, you will get P of ZZ. Now since we have 2 ZZ, we need to add all those probabilities along the signal graph. So 3 by 7, 1 by 3 into 1 by 4 plus you have 4 by 7 into one more path 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. So if you simplify this, you are going to get P of ZZ equal to 1 by 12. Similarly, we can write P of ZY is equal to 3 by 7 into 1 by 3 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 28 from your signal graph. Then you can write P of Y Z equal to 4 by 7 into 3 by 4 into 1 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 28. Next you have P of Zx, which is equal to 3 by 7 into 1 by 3 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 2 by 21. Next you have the last symbol probability, that is P of y, which is equal to 4 by 7 into 3 by 4 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 9 by 28. See in your graph whether all the symbols are over xx, xz, zz, zy, then zx, yz and yy. So you have, okay, so you have finished with all the symbol probability given. Next is find the entropy. Now what is G2? G2 will be the entropy of all these probabilities, that is 1 by 2 into summation of this double symbol probability. So you have 7 symbols here, okay, 7 combinations, 7 P of Mi into log of 1 by P of Mi. Just substitute and find the answer for all these probabilities, that is 4 by 21, 2 by 21, 1 by 12, 3 by 28, 3 by 28, okay, then 2 by 21 and 9 by 28. What is the value of G2 you are going to get? Do the calculation. Don't forget to divide it by 2 here, okay. You will get the answer G2 as 2.6174 bits per symbol. Okay, so this is your G2 and you have already got G1. Okay, so G1 you have got it as 1.5 something, and G2, sorry, this is not G2. Okay, this is not G2. This is your P of Mi. So G2 you are going to get it as 1.3087 bits per symbol. Okay, that value whatever you got was the entropy there. P of Mi into log of 1 by P of Mi is this 2 point. So you are going to get G2 as this value. Next, to find G3, the symbols with the 3 symbol intervals can be written as S is equal to a set of 3 symbol message, which is XXX, and we'll get the next symbol from the tree diagram as XXZ. Then we'll get XZZ, then it will be XZY, then it will be ZZX, then you'll have ZZZ, next you'll have ZYZ, then you'll have ZYY, next symbol is ZXX, then you'll have ZXZ, then the next symbol probability will be ZZY, then you'll have y, z, x, and y, z, z. Next you'll have y, y, z, and the last symbol will be y, y, y. So these are the three symbol intervals from your tree diagram, and the respective probabilities for this particular tree message will be 8 by 63. You will have 4 by 63. The next one will be 1 by 42. Next it will be 1 by 14. Next you will have 1 by 42. Next symbol is again 1 by 42. Then you will have 3 by 112. Next you will have 9 by 112. Next you will have 4 by 63. Next will be 2 by 63. And the next is 1 by 28. The next will be 1 by 14. The next symbol probabilities will be 1 by 28 from the graph, then 9 by 112. The next one will be 27 by 112. So these are the symbol probabilities from your tree diagram. Okay, so you need to refer the code diagram and write the respective symbols for three symbol interval and the corresponding probabilities which is obtained from the initial node till your terminal node with three symbol values. Next we'll find G3 now. So G3 is given by the formula 1 by 3 summation of I is equal to 1 to q p of mi into log of 1 by p of mi. So find the entropy for all these probabilities given in this p value, and then substitute and find the value of G3. So substitute all the respective probability. You will get G3 as 1.178 bits per message symbol. So after substituting, you are going to get this value as this particular value. Next, now what is G1? We got as is G1. We got it as G1 is equal to 1.557 bits per symbol, and we got G2 as 1.3087 bits per symbol. Next we got G3 which is equal to 1.178 bits per symbol, and we got H is equal to, that is entropy of the source. We have solved it and we got it as 0.8572 bits per symbol. So from this value what we can write is, so G1 is the maximum value out of this, so we can write G1 is greater than G2 greater than G3 greater than H. So H is the least value, hence the given problem your G1 is greater than G2 is greater than G3 greater than H, hence proved. Second problem, for the first order Markov source shown in the figure below. First question, find the stationary distribution. Second, find the entropy of each state and hence the entropy of source. Third, entropy of adjoint source and verify that H of S is less than H of S bar. Okay, so what is asked in this question is, first part is nothing but finding the stationary distribution. It is nothing but state entropy. So in this diagram we have three states. So we need to find P of A, P of B and P of C. So these are the state probabilities. Second question is finding the entropy of each state. So we need to find HA, HB, HC, okay, and hence find the entropy of the source which is nothing but H. Third part is find the entropy of adjoint source, that is we need to find the entropy of first interval of time. So h of s bar is nothing but G1 here. So we have to find G1 and hence show that h of s is less than your G1 or h of s bar in this particular problem. Now the first part is finding the state probabilities. To find the state probabilities, okay, we need to write the state equation. How will we write the state equation? Okay, so first is finding the state probabilities. So first equation from your graph will be P of A will be equal to 0.6 times P of A plus 0.3 times P of B plus 0.3 times P of C. So this is equation 1. Second equation we'll write for state 2, P of B is equal to 0.2 times P of A plus 0.5 times P of B plus 0.3 times P of C. So let this be equation number 2. Next, third equation, P of C is equal to 0.2 times P of A plus 0.2 times P of B plus 0.4 times P of C. So this is your equation number 3 from the state diagram. Now we'll subtract. Okay, we'll subtract 3 from 2. So what we'll get is P of B minus P of C equal to 0.3 P of B minus 0.1 P of C. So this after substitution or after solving will get P of B is equal to 9 by 7 times P of C. So let this be equation number 4. Next what we'll do is we'll multiply first equation by 2. So what we are going to get is after multiplication 2 times PA is equal to 1.2 times P of A plus 0.6 times P of B plus 0.6 times P of C. So let this be equation 5. Next is we'll multiply equation number 2 by 3. So what we are going to get is, we'll get after multiplication we'll get 3 times P of C is equal to 0.6 times P of A plus 0.6 times P of B plus 1.2 times P of C. Let this be equation number 6. Now what we'll do is we'll try to subtract 5 from 6, or we'll do the subtraction. So we'll get 2 times P of A minus 3 times P of C is equal to 0.6 times P of A minus 0.6 times P of C. So after this what we'll get is, we'll get after simplification what we are going to get is P of A will be equal to 12 by 7 times P of C. Let this be equation number 7. Now we have got the relationship between P of A, P of B and P of C, and we know that okay, P of A plus P of B plus P of C should be equal to 1. So P of A in terms of P of C, we have got it as 12 by 7 times P of C, plus P of B is nothing but 9 by 7 times P of C, plus P of C will be equal to 1. Therefore, what we are going to get is P of C, which will be equal to, after simplification, we'll get P of C is equal to 1 by 4. So we have got the one of the state probability here. Now we know that P of A is 12 by 7 times P of C. So we can get now P of A will be equal to 12 by 7 into P of C, which is 1 by 4. Therefore, we'll get P of A equal to 3 by 7. Okay, so we have got the next state probability. Then we know that P of B is equal to 9 by 7 times P of C, and P of C is 1 by 4. So once we get this or substitute, we'll get P of B is equal to 9 by 28. So we have got all the state probabilities for the given Markov's model. That is, we have got what is P of A 3 by 7, P of B is 9 by 8, and P of C is 1 by 4. Second question is to find the state entropy, which is nothing but HA, HB, HC and then H. So first we'll try to write the equation for state entropy. What is the state entropy equation? We know already that state entropy HA is nothing but summation J is equal to 1 to N P A J into log 1 by P A J. So we can write this equation as PAA into log 1 by PAA plus PAB into log 1 by PAB plus PAC into log 1 by PAC. So it is equal to, we'll substitute all the state entropies from your state diagram. So we'll get it as 0.6 log 1 by 0.6 plus 0.2 into log 1 by 0.2 plus PAC is again 0.2. So 0.2 into log 1 by 0.2. Substitute in the calci and you will get the value of HA, which will be equal to 1.371 bits per message symbol. Okay, so this is how we get the state entropy HA. Similarly, we can write HB equation as HB is equal to PBA log 1 by PBA plus PBB into log 1 by PBB plus PBC into log 1 by PBC. So we'll write the value of PBA, which is 0.3 log 1 by 0.3 plus 0.5 log 1 by 0.5 plus PBC is 0.2 log 1 by 0.2. After substitution, we'll get HB equal to 1.485 bits per message symbol. Okay, so this is the value of your HB, that is second state probability. Next, to find HC, we'll write the formula. HC is equal to PCA log 1 by PCA plus PCB into log 1 by PCB plus PCC into log 1 by PCC. We'll substitute the value, corresponding value. So we'll get it as 0.3 log 1 by 0.3 plus PCB will be 0.3 log 1 by 0.3 plus PCC, which is 0.4 log 1 by 0.4. So once we substitute, we'll get HC is equal to 1.571 bits per message symbol. So this is the value of your HC. Now we know that total entropy H is given by the formula summation Pi into Hi, that is state probability times your state entropy. So we'll write this formula as Pa into Ha plus Pb into Hb plus Pc into Hc. So we'll substitute the respective value here. So Pa is 3 by 7, HA is 1.371 plus PB is 9 by 28, HB is 1.485, PC is 1 by 4 and HC is 1.571. So once we substitute, we'll get the state entropy H as 1.458 bits per message symbol. So this is the value of your source entropy. This last part of the question, that is third question, is to find the G1 value or H of S bar. Now we know that G1 is nothing but 1 by 1 into summation of P of Mi into log of 1 by P of Mi. So these are nothing but symbols emitted at first interval of time. So what are the symbols emitted from your state diagram is P of A. So we can write this formula directly as Pa into log 1 by P of A plus P of B into log 1 by P of B plus P of C into log 1 by P of C. We need not draw the code diagram because we have the symbols already generated in the state diagram. So we'll substitute the value 3 by 7 into log 7 by 3 plus P of B, which is 9 by 28 into log of 28 by 9 plus P of C, which is 1 by 4 into log 4. We'll substitute all the value in the Calc. So we'll get G1 equal to H of S bar, which is equal to, we'll get the value as 1.55 bits per message symbol, and we have got the value of H as, okay, H we got it as 1.458 bits per message symbol. So from this we can write, or we can conclude that H of S bar is greater than your H value, hence it is proved. Thank you.